Patch 20 is coming at the end of the month. Bethesda had some real issues with their online servers, PvPers have started a survival mode petition, and some weapons are truly broken. It's news time. Hello everyone, welcome back to another Fallout 76 video. For starters, I've had several complaints about spoilers, and I'm going to add spoiler alerts in every news video intro starting with this one. Whenever there are spoilers, I will also mention the separators numbers for those on mobile who can see the timestamps. I hope this new notice will help you all. Moving on, I have another batch of fresh news featuring 11 points. This video is spoiler-free, by the way. Everything has been mentioned by Bethesda, or you can find it on social media or live in the official servers. With that being said, let's jump right into what matters, shall we? For long, we have wondered when would patch 20 hit the official servers. We got lots of news about the upcoming content over the past weeks, and some features even got postponed to patch 21, such as the legendary perks and the new event, a colossal problem. However, we now have a fixed date for update 20. It was a stealthy announcement, let's put it that way. One of the devs, the project leader Jeff Gardiner, posted on Twitter that he is excited for the new public teams feature coming on June 30. We don't know for sure what else is coming though, but a lot of rumors indicate the score system is also getting released, as well as a lot of improvements and bug fixes, which are already live on the PTS. Well, some of them at least. I won't go over them to avoid major spoilers, so let's move on. Alright, it's not exactly new that some weapons don't work as intended, mostly because there are legendary effects that are super bugged and allow strange things to happen, such as the plus 250 resistance while reloading and the bashing damage effect. Now, a friend of mine told me he found an OP, a broken weapon, a bloodied minigun with bashing damage. As you can see, the minigun has doubled the fire rate and half the damage in comparison with my 50 call, which means in the end it should do about the same damage in the same time frame, except it doesn't. It does way more damage, like wow. Now, my friend said this is not a glitch or an exploit and borrowed me the weapon so I can test it myself and create more awareness towards the issue and hopefully get Bethesda to prioritize and fix this weapon. As such, we did a queen to test it out, and as you can see, the weapon is melting the boss. I didn't do anything else other than fire the weapon with heavy weapon perks on. The display damage is clearly not the real damage that is being inflicted. We did 2 queens before and we took around 5 minutes to kill the boss. With this broken minigun, I basically killed her within 30 seconds. No wonder so many queens are dying in a few seconds when there are broken, bugged weapons like this. It's not just hacked weapons anymore, it seems like. Last Thursday and Friday, the servers were offline for hours. The forums and Reddit was swarmed with posts about this sudden and unfortunate event. Bethesda posted several notices informing that they were indeed having technical issues with their servers, but not only for Fallout 76. Other Bethesda games were affected as well, like Doom Eternal and The Elder Scrolls Online, so it may have been a provider issue. We don't know exactly what happened since Bethesda didn't provide any details on the matter. Whichever the case, this server issue lasted for about 6 to 8 hours and eventually things came back to normal. What does this mean though? Well, it could mean a lot of things, such as a major provider maintenance or server update, or even a cyber attack due to poor security. Let's just hope it doesn't happen again anytime soon. I actually don't remember it ever happening since the beta times for Fallout 76. so it's probably just a one-time only thing, hopefully. Despite the wide server shutdown for Bethesda games, Fallout 76 servers have seen better days. Lately, I've seen lots of complaints, yes, more than usual, and I have experienced it firsthand as well. Some servers take forever to load elements and generate the weirdest bugs you can think of. In fact, when the server is struggling, you can have issues swapping your weapons, accessing your storage or scrap box, and even loot on mobs takes about a minute to show up, just like it happened with this queen. At first it only gave me a Thornhawk for some reason. After a minute I could see my loot. I also had a proper scare as I became naked after leaving my power armor. The frame also turned empty. This lasted for a long 30 seconds. Eventually everything loaded, thankfully, but I was starting to think maybe I lost my gear for some reason. Now, game crashes are happening more often outside of loading screens. I've had a couple crashes during photo mode this past weekend, and that clearly shows a decline in stability. I've had a few times where the server was about to die and we had this message saying waiting for server to respond, and it wasn't just me, other people saw it too. Some did crash, others didn't. I even had a black screen randomly while teleporting to a friend's camp, which used to happen on Vault 94, which is now closed, so it was a typical bug there, but now it seems to be happening all over the place. So yeah, it feels like servers really need an upgrade soon, or at least get some more stability and performance work done. They are not doing so well these days, at least on PC. Well, about 2 weeks ago, PvPers started a war on Bethesda. They threatened to attack Fallout 76 servers because they felt like PvP has no importance to the company. They want the survival mode to come back, as well as a more balanced system for PvP in adventure mode. Well, last Friday someone tagged me on Twitter and I found out that the PvP community started a petition on change.org. It had only 500 signatures on Friday, but today it has over 1,500, so it seems like a lot of people are interested in having the survival mode back. Let's see if Bethesda reacts about this petition in the following days. It would be a humble gesture to at least respond to the PvP community. Nobody should expect survival to return next week, but who knows? Maybe in a few months we will get to see something new regarding PvP. Another great news is that we now have an extra layer of security for the Bethesda accounts with a multi-factor authentication system. You have several options, as you can see. You can link your account with trust authenticators such as Google and Microsoft. You also have a decent amount of options, surprisingly, including adding your phone number. The system gives you freedom to choose how do you wish to protect your account, and that's pretty nice, don't you think so? I advise you guys to do this whenever you can if you are not playing on Steam. You never know what can happen. Hacked accounts are not so uncommon these days, especially when they only have one layer of protection. Better safer than sorry, right? Okay, so last Thursday Bethesda released a lot of news regarding the upcoming public teams system, which is going to change the way parties work forever in this game. I've made a feature overview video dedicated to the public teams already, so feel free to check it out for all the essential details, including the new team buffs and interface changes. Now, Bethesda also explained how this system will bring a new set of rules to private and public teams. For example, while in a public team, you cannot build in your teammates' camps or access their locked containers and doors without becoming wanted. You can't initiate PvP either unless all the members engage in PvP together. However, all the old rules will remain the same for private teams when you invite players through the social menu. In the end, we are getting one new type of teams with benefits and co-op rules, while keeping the existing system as well. Remember, if you love to solo, you can always join a public team just for the buffs while doing your own things. You don't have to necessarily follow people around. I'm saying this because I know a lot of you love to play alone and dislike teaming up. So just a tip in case you didn't know that. Next, we have somewhat strange news. It seems like Bethesda has been changing their username policies and terms of service rules. Some weeks ago, one of my friends got his name changed from Huge Turd to Huge Board after keeping it for about a year. Bethesda wasn't happy with this new name they came up with, which is already strange enough, and a few days later they changed it again to Grim Reaper. Why? Who knows? I surely don't know. But I'm really wondering what's so wrong if you want to call yourself a turd. Anyway, I also saw a Reddit post about someone called Mom Salami who also was forced to change her name in-game after having this name for months. This indicates that Bethesda is becoming more and more strict when it comes to usernames and potential profanity. Would you like to have a mailbox for your wasteland camp? Some players wouldn't mind, according to a recent community post. The idea sounds simple and practical. A lot of MMOs have a mail system and it makes a lot of sense to receive in-game messages, notifications, and even rewards. It could simplify a lot of things in-game. Moreover, we already have different mailboxes in-game, which can be found in almost every town right now. So this would be a great way to somewhat recycle existing content. Bethesda could give this item a new purpose while making players happy. Sounds like a win-win situation to me. Hopefully, this will be added to the game at some point. Another wonderful suggestion I saw is about a PvP arena for adventure mode. An instance place where people can freely fight as much as they want, all day long if they prefer, and using their current gear, of course. Again, so much could be done with this concept. For example, we have events that reward you with tokens such as Monster Mash and Lore Barring. That would be a perfect reward for PvPing in an arena system, at least in my view. Someone else suggested that the Watauga Civic Center should be used for this purpose, since in the Wastelanders quest line, this place is transformed into a proper arena. However, there is no other use for that interior once you are done with the questline. In the end, we have all the elements and visuals done, and they are part of the game files already. It seems like the only thing missing is the will to make it happen. Lastly, we have a new bug that maybe you have seen before, maybe not, but it was my very first time experiencing it. So I died to a ghoul, and as usual I got bugged with a respawn window. That's my new normal, sadly. But that's okay, fast traveling somewhere else fixes it. However, another ghoul downed me and then I couldn't do anything. I couldn't give up or ask for help. I had to wait the entire 30 seconds to die, and only then I was able to access my map and respawn somewhere else. I also saw a new survival tent bug today where I fell under the map while under my tent, but I wasn't recording. It seems like new bugs will never stop emerging. What can we do? Well, we are getting new content later this month, so prepare yourself for update 20, and don't forget that other new features are live on the public test server for testing right now. I really think Bethesda is going to surprise us with the new score system, at least rumors indicate and suggest that way. Anyhow, a new Atomic Shop update should go live tomorrow as usual, every Tuesday, with brand new skins and items for you. I hope you enjoyed enjoyed the news, and I'm really excited to see what else Update 20 will bring us. Well, that's everything for now. I am Marta Branco. Thank you so much for watching, and feel free to leave a like and subscribe for more. You can support the channel even further by becoming a member or a patron. The links are always in the description below. Now, I will see you all very soon in the next video. Until then, take care, adios, bye bye!